Steve Sanders wrote a book in 1990, I believe, called Rainbow's End, and it was investigating all the events which led to the series being cancelled after a year. This book was a great revelation to me and others. I had worked there during these times and knew that something unpleasant was afoot, but there was nothing I could do about it. I was consequently delighted to meet Steve at one of Jan Glazier's Judy in Hollywood functions in 2010. One of the outings, was to view Studio 43, where the series had been taped. And here's George Sunga, Ellie, Steve Sanders and I reminiscing before we entered CBS. Here is a group listening to George's talk. I had my flip camera with me and I taped it. I later transcribed it and George gave me permission to include it in my book, Always for Judy, Witness to the Joy and Genius of Judy Garland. George Sunga and Ellie. And here's Steve Sanders and George Sunga. Steve and I became very good friends in the next 2 or 3 years, and he encouraged me to finish my book on Judy. Sadly, he left us in February 2013, and he is sorely missed. At a later function, Judy in Hollywood in 2013, George Schlatter was persuaded to come and talk to us about what it was like to be Judy's producer. And here he is with George Sunga telling us some really funny stories about the show. He was a great character. And here's Jan, and I'd like to thank Jan for organising these functions. And here she is with Sharon Stewart and Joey Luft, who's Judy's son, of course. Thank you, Jan.